What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 237, and we start today's episode off by ending the season, of course, as all these emails came on Portugal duty. I couldn't really show them, obviously, and yeah, we end the season here, and yeah, as you can see, we've got players returning from loans, and we also won manager of the year, which is really nice, and Kelvin says he's happy to stay at the club, which we already knew was going to happen anyway, and yeah, everything's good. I mean, obviously, you know, we knew we'd be staying at Millwall anyway. We did really well last year. We won the Champions League, we won the Premier League, we won the Capital One Cup, and yeah, I'm very pleased with how the season ended. And this season we're coming into now will most likely be the last one of the series, which I'll discuss the reasons why in the near future. But yeah, hopefully it can be a good one. And we've been given a season's budget of £55 million and 275 grand on a wage budget, so not too shabby at all. That'll allocate for a couple of players there. And also we start the new season with a youth squad monthly report, and of course there are some decent players in here, but a lot of them are quite average. And of course, as this will be the last season, or most likely the last season of career mode, they probably won't even get played at all, to be honest. So it's kind of useless to look at this, but it's still very nice to see how we're doing. And there's a couple of good players. Mal Hughes looks good, John Vale looks good, and yeah, I think I released a couple of those as well. And also we get our Champions League objective. The board want us to retain that, which is not a real surprise. They also want us to win the FA Cup this year. Last year we got knocked out by Fulham in the quarters, so yeah, they want us to win both of those tournaments. And also I have found Cristiano Ronaldo's regen. It's a shame I couldn't call this guy up for Portugal once Ronaldo retired, but yeah, this guy looks like an absolute animal. 88 overall with some unreal stats, although 1-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Doesn't seem like Ronaldo's regen, but yeah, it's obviously Ronaldo's regen. Looks amazing, and yeah, he looks absolutely incredible, doesn't he? Eric Diaz injured for 4 days, but that's okay, we can cope with that. And also we started the transfer business off with 3 transfer offers. One for João Cancelo from Liverpool, who I don't really want to see leave, because we might actually play him right back this year ahead of Carrasco, because Carrasco is beginning to decrease in stats, and he's done very well for us on Portugal duty, as he helped us win the World Cup. And also one for Stefan Ninkov, who I'm not a big fan of. Of course, this guy is most likely Vidic's regen, but he's only 5'11", and he doesn't really convince me, to be honest, at the back, so I think I might sell him this year. He's only been here for 6 months, but even so, Spurs want Liali as well. We asked them for £28.5 million. If they match that, they can take him. Liali's a great goalkeeper, but I am thinking about replacing him with Ferranetti, who is younger and the same overall. We also had a transfer offer for Nyland here, as Spurs said they'd give us £24 million for Liali, and Udinese said the bid for Ninkov, and Liverpool said the counter offer for João Cancelo was too much. And we had a transfer offer for Nyland. Norwich wanted for 600 grand, and we say yes, because he's a third choice goalkeeper. He constantly gets loaned out, and at the end of the day, we may as well just sell him now. He's been a loyal servant to the club. He came in the first season, but now it's time for him to leave, and we'll just take the money for him, because he doesn't get into the side. He just keeps getting loaned out. It's kind of useless, to be honest. And for Spurs, they said they give us 24 million for Liali. I asked for 25 million, and we'll wait and see what they say. We also saw that Nyland has gone to Norwich for 600 grand, so he's been a loyal servant. He's done really well, but now it's time for him to leave the club and join Norwich for possibly the last season of this series. Ferranetti, this is the goalkeeper I was looking at, Italy's number 1, 87 overall, so the same overall as Liali, but 3 years younger. Would love to make him a member of my squad, and we'll have to wait and see. And I'm also probably going to be re-signing Kevin Bartley, because he's an 89 rated centre-back. We sold him for £69 million to Sunderland, and I definitely think we can get him back for, you know, less than what we paid for him. So I think that would be some amazing business if we can do that. And of course, if we do that, then that does mean that we could possibly play Eric Diaz holding mid, have him playing centre-back with Guterres, and we will have the most unbelievably defensive lineup ever, the most unbelievably strong defensive lineup ever. And also, Swansea want Anderson Rodriguez on loan, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to let him go or not, because he's 78 overall, 19-year-old striker. He'll struggle to get into the team, that's true, with players like Oscar Polo and Ezekiel and Danny Ings, but he's still really good, and I'd like to keep him here and develop him for the club and play him in our cup games. We'll have to wait and see. And I did then decide to go in for, I'm never going to be able to pronounce his name, but Ronaldo's regen anyway. It says he's 91 overall, but he's not. He's 88 overall. The same thing happened with Oscar Polo last year. That overall is always up by a couple. I don't really know the reasons for that. Maybe someone can tell me the reasons for that. I don't actually know. But yeah, he's actually an 88 overall, not 91. But we put in a bid for him, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But also Spurs said they're not going to go higher than 24 million for Liali. So I said okay. I mean, he's an awesome goalkeeper. He's one of the best in the world. But to be honest, I stalled that, didn't I? Okay, I said yes eventually. But yeah, as you can see here, I stalled the answer Rodriguez did as well. But as you'll see, I did actually go back to the Spurs one and say yes in just a moment's time. But McCarthy, Espanyol went for £1.8 million. He's a decent backup goalkeeper, so we just stalled it for the time being. I'll wait and see. Same with Anderson Rodriguez. I'm still not sure if I want to see him leave on loan. But as you can see here with Liali, I did actually go ahead and decide to accept this one because at the end of the day, 24 million is a lot. I can find a better replacement for him, or even a similar replacement for him for less than that, and I may as well just take the money, to be honest. We are going in for Ferranetti, and also Getafe won't let me go for Ronaldo's regen because he's just joined the club, so that's a shame. We can't get Ronaldo's regen because, of course, he's apparently just joined the club in the game, so that's a real shame, but there you go. And also, Chelsea accept a £10 million bid for Ferranetti, so that's cool. Looks as though we are going to be able to get this guy in, and obviously Liali is on his way to Spurs, so we'll be replacing Liali with a goalkeeper who's 3 years younger, the same overall, for £14 million less than what we're getting for Liali, so that's pretty goddamn amazing business in my opinion. And also Sunderland weren't happy with the deal for Bartley, so put a new one, and also a transfer offer came in for Stefan Nienkov. United wanted for £12 million, and again, I'm not a big fan of his, so we asked him for 19 million, and we'll wait and see what they say. Also, Espanyol, they still want McCarthy, but he's a decent backup goalkeeper, so for the time being, I'll reject it. I am thinking about replacing him, but for the time being, we'll reject it and keep him here. And also Liali has gone to Spurs for 24 million. Totally fine with that. He's been a great goalkeeper, but I think Ferranetti will be better, and he'll probably grow 1 or 2 more ratings in this season anyway. Juventus want Ezekiel. We say no. He's an amazing striker and a great impact sub for us to have. And United said they give us £17.5 million for Ninkov. That is what I believe is 3.5 or 4.5 million pounds more than we paid for him. So that's perfectly fine with me. They can take him, and we'll make a profit on him. And also Sunderland say they want £50 million for Bartley. We say to them we'll give you 40 million, and hopefully we'll be able to take him back. Also as well, Ferranetti has counter offered his contract, so we give him what he wants, and hopefully he will come in and join our club as the replacement for Liali. As well, McCarthy is wanted once again. This time he is wanted by Barcelona B, of all clubs. Barcelona B want Alex McCarthy, and we say no because for the time being I want to keep him, but I might look to sell him in the future, but just not yet. And also as well, we saw another transfer coming for McCarthy. So I'm not really sure why this guy's in such hot demand at the moment, but Sampdoria want him, and we say to them, give us 11.9 million, you can take him. And Mallorca want him as well. I don't really know why McCarthy's in such hot demand at the moment. We don't really want to sell him just yet. And also Ninkov has gone to United for 17.5 million, which is totally fine with me because I wasn't a big fan. We made a profit on him, and we are in the market to sign Bartley anyway. And also Ferranetti has accepted his contract, so Liali's replacement is in for £14 million less than what we got for Liali. And as you can see by his stats, he looks very, 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 very good. He's 3 years younger than Liali. He's the same overall. Some absolutely fantastic stats, and I think that's a great piece of business in my opinion. And as you can see here, Mallorca said the ridiculous counter offer for McCarthy. They're not going to match it. It's not a real surprise. So did Sampdoria. But Sunderland did accept a £40 million transfer offer for Bartley. Now, I know some people don't like me signing old players, but at the end of the day, Bartley's awesome. This is probably going to be our last season in career mode. We may as well get him back into the club. 89 overall, English as well, which I really like, centre back. He's a monster. We're going to make £29 million just for losing him for 6 months. That's pretty great. That's like Bartley going on loan for 6 months and getting £29 million for him. That's crazy good business, isn't it? And also as well, a transfer comes in for Luke Shaw here. We of course say no because he's an amazing left back. And also as well, another transfer over here for Anderson Rodriguez. It's a loan deal. We stalled it for the time being. And also Kevin Bartley, as you can see here, has counter offered his contract. So we'll offer him a new one, and hopefully he will accept it this time. And hopefully he will. And we also had a transfer offer come in here for Nathan Baker, which is great because we're trying to shift on the 31-year-old. He wants to go back to Aston Villa. They want him for £1.5 million, and we say yes, he can go back to Villa. I'm totally fine with that, and there you go. And also Baker has gone to Villa for £1.5 million, so he's going to rejoin them. Totally fine with that because he never got into our side anyway. And we're also going to be thinking about signing Jack Butland as well, just in case Ferranetti doesn't work out for us and we need someone better as a backup goalkeeper. At the end of the day, with all the money we've got, we may as well invest and strengthen our squad in terms of depth because, Butland's a really good backup goalkeeper, and to be honest, we've got the money to spend, so we may as well make 2 amazing goalkeepers, and our squad will just become absolutely incredible incredibly strong, and it will be amazing to have two incredible goalkeepers on our side, and the side just looks stronger and stronger as the weeks go by. And the last thing you'll see is this pre-season friendly against Werder Bremen, where I played all my kids, just to hopefully get them some experience, and hopefully some clubs will see them in the shop window and decide to try and buy or loan them. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. I'm sorry there was no games, but thanks for watching. Leave a like, enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.